In this tutorial on Sonnymoon for 2, I'm going to show you the blues scale and also the Mixolydian scales, which are going to be useful for improvising over the blues. The tune Sonnymoon for 2 is written on a minor pentatonic scale, and a minor pentatonic scale has 5 notes, and I'll show you those 5 notes, starting on B flat, D flat, E flat, F, A flat, B flat. If you're a saxophone or a trumpet or an instrument that transposes, you would have to play those notes in whatever key you are playing this in. But this is written in B flat, it's a B flat blues, but you could play it in any key. It really doesn't matter. So the scale sounds like this. And in the tune, we play that scale but coming down. Sometimes in the tune, when I played my performance, I changed the rhythm on the end of the phrase. So instead of going, I went, put a little triplet figure in, which I picked up off Sonny Rollins. So it's very similar to the blues scale. So the blues scale is the same notes, B flat, D flat, E flat, but there's a chromatic note between E flat and F, which is an E. That's a good scale to play if you're improvising on the blues. And you can also apply a Mixolydian scale. So a Mixolydian scale is the 5th mode of the major scale, and it has basically the same notes as a major scale, but right at the end, instead of playing the natural 7, it plays a flat 7. So we can do that on the first chord of B flat 7. We can also do that on the chord of E flat 7. We can also do that on the chord of F7. In this blues, I've added a few little extra chords. So in the first lesson on the C jam blues, we were sticking very much to the chords 1, 4 and 5. So the first chord is B flat 7. And instead of playing 4 bars of chord 1, I moved to chord 4, in the second bar, and then back to chord 1 for a couple of bars. And that's just to create a bit more interest. Then of course we go to chord 4 for 2 bars, and then we go back to chord 1 for 2 bars. And then I've put in an extra chord, which is a chord of G7. That's chord 6. And then a chord of 2, which is C minor 7, chord 5, and chord 1. And you can put in a 2-5 at the end as well, chord C minor 7, F7. And that just gives it a little bit more harmony, which makes it sound a little bit more jazz-like rather than sort of traditional blues. Just a little word about chord 6. Chord 6 is a G chord, and this has a B natural in it. So the third is a natural. This means that for that particular bar, we're going outside of our normal key of B flat major because we have a B natural. And you could play a Mixolydian kind of idea on that, so I'll show you the scale. But it sounds better actually if you think of it as moving towards C minor. So it's great if it has an A flat, which is the flat 9. And also maybe an E flat. But if you can just think of it as Mixolydian, but just add the flat 9, that would be nice for some phrases. It's only there for a little short while. So the chords in sequence will be 4, 1, 1, 1, 4, beat sequence 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, going 2, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. And that just gives you some more ideas for improvising. You can improvise on chord tones, so that would be all the chord tones of the chords, for example, on the first chord. That's the root, the third, and the fifth, and the seventh. Root, third, fifth, and seventh, and so on. And that's quite a useful way to improvise. The other thing that you could do with improvising on this is vary the melody. So I'm just going to finish off with an improvisation on Sonnymoon for 2, just using elements of the melody to improvise on. That's the first tutorial on Sonnymoon for 2.